You know, that time you wish you hadn't wore full armour and ridden 2 miles out of range, and you wish you put a trolley handle on. You know that time. Yeah.
Wearing one of the original tops from the 9x1 when it first came out, and this is where Speedy Feet's history lies, within the 9x1. This machine here is what really started it all for Speedy Feet. Gave us confidence in a product that was well built, was well funded, and the people doing it had a passion for that product.
Yo, we are live and we're on a different computer currently. Just trying to get to see your comments, but I'm assuming we're up and running. This computer is very, very, very slow, so I'm just trying to log in. So if you're following along, it's gonna be a while until I can see your comments using a really old laptop from the office. It's very rarely used and it's incredibly slow. So much so that when you type there, for instance, the keyboard doesn't come up. So bear with me. I'll go onto Facebook as well at the same time. Turn the volume down. Okay, let's get in there and see who's on Facebook. Try and get at least that going. Windows, don't usually use Windows. I'm using on a Mac. And I know why now, because this is running incredibly slow. Right. I'm assuming you're all there, but I wouldn't know, because I can't tell. Okay, now I've got to remember the login details to the account. Give it a go. I think we're logging in. I think we're almost live. I will be able to see your questions in a second. Yes, we're getting there. Let's go around in circles. Hope you're all doing well. It's always a mad rush. Can't sync. YouTube want to send you notifications. Learn more about Article 13. Anyone else use YouTube and can always get an Article 13 thing come up because they're very worried about their viewership being dropped significantly. It bugs me a little bit. I've seen it once. You want a dismiss button where it doesn't come back again. Still can't see your questions, by the way, if you got any. I've now clicked the YouTube Creator Studio button, and that's not working. So we're live here. We've got Douglas has liked. Douglas has said hello, so I can see one comment so far. Brilliant. Hello. Let me get the stand for that phone. I can follow along then with my mobile. I suspect people are still coming in anyway, so we got plenty of time. We are going to run viewers' videos again, because Mario didn't number them last time for a joke. Wasn't really a joke, it was accidental. And then he also, when he said he's going to put the link to the viewers' videos so you guys could see them, the timestamps, he forgot. So we're going to run them again with numbers this time. And we're on about voting for them in this show, and we've actually decided, well, we'll run it for another week so it's fair, so people got a chance to vote. So it'll be carried over another week. So apologies for that one. Yeah, I still can't see this live show, which is annoying, so I can't see your comments. We've got no way of seeing your comments. Let me, because I haven't got my MacBook, you see. And what I'm seeing is just a page going round and round and round and round, loading sign. Right, Mario, if you play viewers' videos, then it gives me approximately 10 minutes to be able to try and sort this PC out. So we'll do that straight away because I can't see any viewers' comments. And because it's a Windows PC, it's just going around in circles. So viewers' videos right now for you guys.
Viewers' videos.
Dad, 1 foot.
No.
No?
Okay.
There we go. That looks good, Dad. Hands out.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear what I said though? 1 foot? How do you plan to get off? 1 foot.
Oh, you
I'll get
get
off.
tight. You ready? Still video?
Mm-hmm. Is that your tire?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I got it. Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Okay, well, you can just about see my head over the top of this. See, I have got a body, believe it or not, behind here. And we've got the chat to work, which is good. Whew, that did take some time. So we've got loads and loads of questions. They're all racked up as we're logging in. Also, we've got another question on Facebook. Douglas says, really interested in the InMotion P2. Done some research and apparently there's a 30 km/h mode and cruise control mode. Can you please do a range test at the highest speed, please? As I'm really thinking of buying it on over a Z10. Don't really fancy doing another range test, to be honest. Not really. Not sure about a 30 km/h mode. There's 3 modes we talked about in the review. One was standard, and by the way, we can't do anything about the image. We don't know why it's squished. We haven't got a clue. Yeah, so there's 3 modes. There's unassisted, there's assist, and there's max power, and then there's throttle. Max power, you just pedal a little bit, and it shoots off. If anyone hasn't seen the P2 video, go and have a look at that. The range test is almost pointless. Is the reason I'm a bit dubious about doing one, because I don't really fancy just doing a range test just on throttle without pedaling at all. And as soon as you pedal, then you're eating into the fact that you can extend its range by pedaling. So a range test on the P2 is quite difficult. We'd have to have it very scientific. You have to say, well, we're indoors on a flat ground, and it's temperature, whatever it is, and we're not going to pedal at all. and then do it, which of course isn't real life, so it's pretty difficult. But of course, it will chew into the mileage if you just throttle all the time. Lol, finally Wednesday. Hi gents, how you doing? Who else got a Z10? Well, we got 2. A Ghost, not me. I have a V8 and an XL on the way. Jealous. I'm looking for getting a V10F. Good on you. Get the V10F. Absolutely brilliant machine. McStan, you're in. Neon's there. Hello, Neon. What's all you all wheelers? Michael King's in. Hello, Mr. Nicholas Trey Sarut. Hello, Brian. Bear Life. Wish it was warm here. TG-5 going to upgrade to the Z10. TG5 is it? Or -5? It's coming out as minus on mine. Why does it look so fisheye? Laptops need SSD installed. Helps a ton to speed up the laptop. Let's have another look. Hello, you got the cropping and proportion of the image wrong, Mario. No, it's not us. Everything's done as usual, but something's bugged out somewhere and it's made the image funny. Neon, I crashed my new King Song yesterday in the rain. And no, it's not a wide lens, it's not a wide angle lens. I crashed my new King Song yesterday in the rain and it was laying on the floor sideways with rain going into the speakers for about 2 minutes. Do you think it has damage even if it works? Unlikely, to be fair. Should be okay. Stand it back up right. Should be fine. Obviously if it starts playing up, then you know something's up. So take it steady on that. Why was it lying on the floor for 2 minutes? Just got my Glide 3 and loving it. Congratulations on your new wheel, John. No Dualtron in your big collection. No. Let's go down. Jake did ask how do we vote, and I wrote in the comments to vote on the viewers' videos at the start. You need to put it into the comments. You just write the number of the video you want to win and put it on there. And we've got 1 new viewers video today that someone sent in, so we'll put that in. I like that jam on 27 video. Jake, you can put it in live chat if you want, or you can put it in the comment section. So entirely up to you. But you can put it in the comment section. So the only way you can put it in the comment section, really, I think, is after it's live and after it uploads, and then you blitz it. Basically, that's what tends to happen. Ronnie, hello Ronnie, how you doing? I'm just flicking back all the comments that I missed as we're trying to wait for live chat to go up. What do you think about the King Song 18 XL? Well, as far as I know, it's pretty much exactly the same, except for it'll go further. Yeah, so it'll go further. So if you want to go further, get the 18 XL. Cheeky Smurf, good afternoon all. Aubrey Carew says you need a, and then it's full stop. And then the next line is haircut, bro. So I think he's supporting my haircut. I think, or she, can't tell by the name, but seems to me going haircut, bro. There we are. Thanks, Ian. I had a stack and I think I broke my ribs. Oh my goodness, that's never good. Couldn't get up for 2 minutes. Well, that explains why you're on the floor for 2 minutes. Oh dear, that's quite painful. So have you gone to hospital and have you found out if you have got broken ribs? Let's have a quick look. Make sure I'm not neglecting Facebook. I like number 27 as well. That was Andy's number 27 then, it would appear. So yeah, you can vote in this live chat. I'm not sure if those sort of transpose across to the comment section or not. Not really sure.
2 separate chats.
2 separate chats. So Mario's just confirmed 2 separate chats. 1 during live and 1 not. Do you check both for votes?
Yeah.
He does. He checks both for votes. So you're free to vote for your video in the current live chat, or you can vote for it in the comment section after this video goes up. Makes no difference. Don't do it in both though, because he will spot it and remove that from the vote. Right, okay. So there we are. So who saw the P2 video that we put up? That's what I want to know. And then what did everyone think of it? The Emotion P2. I want the feedback on that. Who has sent a video in, Mario? Can you remember their name?
Bin Vu.
Is what?
Bin.
Bin Vu.
Yeah.
Bin Vu has sent a video in. So we had 1 viewer's video come in, which we will play right now.
Viewers' videos.
Look at all this
traffic caused by people trying to save a couple of bucks during Black Friday sales. I was trying to go to San Jose to get some work done. I could barely make it. I told my customer better come another day. Then I remembered, why not just ride this over there? I mean, I got all soaked and everything, but I fixed their computer. Made like 70 bucks. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna probably save less than 70 bucks if I went to Black Friday shopping. So that 70 bucks could go towards a normal sale day, and I'm pretty sure I'll get a better deal. And I don't have to worry about getting killed in this. Yeah. See? Look at all that over there, all trying to go to the Great Mall. Man. Everyone honking, getting into accidents just to save a few bucks. Go to work a couple hours. You can pay for whatever you saved with those few hours, and you don't have to stand in like a long line waiting to check out.
Okay, we are back in the room, so I'm just going back up. And what's the song called? Should have 33 votes with 30 people watching right. Let's have a look. What is a stack? Neon, hope you are well. Thanks, Justin. Stack was another word for losing control and falling down, basically. Are we only voting on the UK videos? I seen Bear Chinaman's freestyling Supreme and that French in motion Hear It guy. Well, we're voting on anyone that puts a video in. So if someone submitted a video and they sent it to us as per the instructions, then you vote on those videos. Oh, thank you, Mariam. Very kind. I have the console. Oh, look, I got a stretched face. And we don't know why. Good, isn't it? I've got control. I have control. I'm going to swap over from that one to this one now. And put that there. Lovely. Oh, that's got a wobble on. It's got a wobble. It's got a wobble. Speed wobble. So anyone that submits a video, we can vote on it. That's basically how that works with viewers' videos. And thanks, Neil. What EUC is he riding? I am not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Which video? The one that he just submitted in. It might have been the M Super if that's what you were talking about, that video. In the Wii Prob with the lights are intermittent, so I've decided to just keep going with the whole thing, and when it needs a tire, I'll pop it over to you and you can sort both at the same time. I can do, Ronnie. So you're saying with the new board, you still got an intermittent light issue? Which means, by the way, that it ain't the board. It means it must be just a loose connection somewhere or something along those lines. So, yeah. I would suggest, love the P2 video, really want one. I can't remember what I said. I don't think I answered the bit whether it was off-road capable or not. If you saw the bit where Amy was riding it, that was fairly off-road. And with the pneumatic tyres, then it works out perfectly. So, Eddie Moy, your feed is weird today. I see squish face not stretched. Let's see how many people come on board and say the same thing. We've already addressed that. We don't know why. Something buggy with YouTube, I presume. They're probably spending too much time worrying about Article 12 or 13 or whatever it is. So, don't know what they're doing. But it's fine here. And as soon as we move it across to say... So the camera's fine, camera's feed's fine. As soon as we move it across, it goes... Blop. So, does it make me thinner? It just makes me flatter. That's what it makes me. Yeah, it's like a weird thing going on. Flip-flops, lol. Yeah, riding in flip-flops is always interesting, isn't it? You come off, especially if you're doing a sharp turn and your feet touch the ground and your toes are exposed. Ow. You don't want to be doing that, really. So what wheel I've been riding? I've been riding the M Super X and I've been riding the Z10, trying to stack some miles on them because I need to get them both the 650 kilometre range side of things. So I've been riding both those. But I tend to find that tyre, so it doesn't follow the tram track so bad on the Z10. The tyre's inflated up to its maximum as per the side tyre wall. I find that it's actually too rough off-road. It's quite jarring. So I'm not enjoying it at the moment, but I'm just trying to stack the miles on to see how reliable it is up to 650 kilometres. And obviously we've got the 1,000 kilometres thereafter. But yeah, so there seems to be a bit of a talk today about footwear. So you could tell us what you're actually riding in. So I'm riding, especially if it's tipping down with rain, I ride. So on the 1,000 miler, we bought waterproof shoes because we thought it'd be, you know, chances are you're gonna have some rain, but we only had one day of rain. But I find their soles are quite a solid, hard sole, so they're walking shoes, waterproof walking shoes. But I find the soles on those are way too hard. So very, very rigid. So standing on the wheel, moving your feet whilst you're riding is quite difficult because the sole's so solid. And I'm used to wearing Skechers, and Skechers are super soft. So with those, you can get much better impact resistance as well. So as you're hitting the bumps, Skechers really, really take the impact as well. So if you're riding a V10 and you've got Skechers on, man, absolute bliss. Or soft sole shoes, shall we say. So rides and sliders, so let's have a look. Boots during winter and warm socks. That's right, yeah, so you could, I mean, I have seen, so you can get waterproof socks. So you could have your normal shoes, if you don't mind them getting soaking wet, and then have waterproof socks. Let me just try and put this in here. Oh, no, that's not copying. Come on Windows. Be good. No. Oh, it's jumped. It's gone somewhere now. There we are. Super jumpy. Copy that. Just copying that comment. I'll put it there. So someone asked me about the ITA tracks from InMotion. And even seen it. That's good, isn't it? Is it a tiny little wheel, is it? InMotion USA. Scooter board. It's like an in-between. Looks like it's in between an InMotion wheel and a skateboard. It's like a tiny little wheel. I'm not sure. Can't really comment and say what do I think of it. I don't know because I don't even know what it is. And I've gone to look at it and I can't really find out what that is. It looks like a little wheel. I don't want to play a video in case it slows the stream down. I'm a bit guilty of wearing Crocs 90% of the time. Eddie, when you've got no toes, then, you know. Actually, Crocs, to be fair, yeah. They closed down all their factories, didn't they, Crocs, I think? They've only got one major factory left open or something. I ride high heels and stockings. Well done, Ian. Is that just on the weekends or is that all the time? That's probably why you came off and had a big fall and broke your ribs. I've tried skate shoes without success. Find that it's slippery for some reason. Yeah, you could try that. Rollerblades, ride with rollerblades. I ride Skechers. It's better grip than any other trainers. Yeah, so you ride Skechers as well. Yeah. Would stick to a Mac, but I haven't got it unfortunately. So there we go. At the moment, so we nicked a computer from the office. Right, a soft sole is a must. Change the shoes with a different sole, and I was sliding on my Z10 pedals. Yeah, so the Z10, we got one. We got a new one in the box there. The foot plates on that are. I don't think I've got any demonstrations I can show you. You're talking metal, then a little bit of a rubber strip, metal, rubber strip, metal, rubber strip. So you can get really slippy on that. I found that with those on, and I found they were very slippy with my waterproof shoes on, so my walking shoes. So that's why I try and wear Skechers. But I might end up buying some waterproof socks, I think. Might be the better way of doing it. Waterproof socks and Skechers. Then I can just stick the Skechers on the heat when I get back home. If it is raining. So I find that Z10 is pulling one way or the other, say to the right. I find that if the Z10 is pulling one way or the other, say to the right, I just bend my left knee more slightly than the right knee and just add a little weight to the left or right pedal. It works for me. Yeah, so the other day, a great example of the Z10 being a massive pain in the ass in terms of the tyre is that it was on a pavement and there was a repair where they'd done some pipe work and they'd replaced the tarmac, and it was about that wide. It followed on through, but where it had been over time, it had dropped, and there was about 2-3 mil rise on the sides of that repair. And I was riding along, just looking ahead, riding along, and then it suddenly hit that track and pulled me round to the left. It followed where the repair had gone, and I brushed along the side of a car as it pulled me in that way. I was like, flipping it. That was close. Just loves following those tram rails, basically. So, yeah. So that is a bit annoying. I do find that annoying with that machine. It's all right if you're going off and you've got time to respond to that sudden movement when it grips hold of an undulation in the road, a tram line in the road. But if you haven't got that timing, it instantly pulled me into a car. It's a parked car, thankfully. It's a car here, and that was there. I managed not to crash into, just I leant into the car, rubbed along my shoulder until I managed to get it back upright again. So it's just, it's those things I wish I could film to show people, you know, what is actually happening. It's not that you can do anything about it, it just happens. So that was, when was that? It was last week sometime. It's probably the weekend. Walking Bruce, the Husky. Z10 comes with grip tape to add. It does now, yes. Yeah, I don't think it used to initially. So there were some people that didn't have the extra side pads and didn't have the grip tape. So if you get a brand new one, we showed it in our video, you can take it out of the box and you can stick that on it instead. So they're quite easy to do. It's the same as their same foot plates as the original 9-bot. There's those same foot plates as those, except for they're in black. Slightly different material, I think. But yeah, so pretty much you can swap those over. You could put grey ones on if you wanted to, I think. I think they're exactly the same. Lower PSI will help on the Z10 not to follow the rut. Then the issue I found with lower PSI on the Z10 is it wouldn't corner as well. So I increased the PSI as per advice from them to enable me to corner as quick as an M Super X. When I increased that, that was sweet, so it made a difference. It didn't go as fast as the M Super X, but you could corner a lot quicker because it rolled over on that tyre. And so that was good. But then when I took it off-road, I found that it's in jars, as I said earlier on. So you can't win. Anyway, aside footwear, a quick tip for anyone that needs ankle pads: chop up a gel mouse pad mat. If you do it right, it feels. Do it in the right place. It feels great, better than foam padding. Looks premium. Yeah. So you could do. It's like the we haven't got it here. In Motion V8 comes with side pads. Sort of a foam squishy side pad. It's almost just like the wrist part of a mouse pad. But yeah, so you can get that and stick it on the side, which is pretty good advice, to be fair. So yeah, that will definitely make it, anything to make it more comfortable. So what I've tended to do, I wear motorcycle trousers. So I've got my normal trousers on and I put over trousers on, which are waterproof and insulated. And then if you're wearing that armour as well, that we sell it on our site, what's it called? ProFlex armour it's called. You put that on as well, that acts as like an insulating layer, and then just put a top on top of that, and then a coat. And I find if you're warm, you can stay out for hours on end and not get tired particularly. So, skateboard grip tape is a must for grip. Yeah, so from that point of view, if you want a cheap way of doing it, you can buy the skateboard grip tape in rolls. And then like with those foot plates, or any of them really, you could take off the top part or measure around it as a template, and you just cut the grip tape and then stick it all on. And that should do. So for you guys that ride huge amounts of miles, you find your grip tape will wear out. So when you come around to winter, you do more miles in summer. If you wear it out by summer, in summer you wear it out, by the time winter rolls round, you've got a smooth surface, and suddenly you find it really slippy and quite dangerous if you're used to riding it with a lot of grip. So having fresh grip tape is always worth it, definitely. How about getting a GoPro on Bruce next time you do a video? Extra camera view. So yeah, I've see below, Eddie's commented on that. We've got already a harness for Bruce with the Insta360 attached to it, which works okay, but the issue with a lot of people are using Insta360s now, but there's a major flaw with Insta360s. Once you slightly mark that lens, it looks like at best you've got a fly on your screen, or there's some massive problem with it. So because it's got two lenses either side, 360 camera, you damage one of those, and that happens. So we put the harness on Bruce. He went round this warehouse, and it was a 25-second video that wrote off the 360 basically. As he came around a corner, he hit the corner because the harness went like that, slipped over, and the 360 was on its side, went around the corner, hit the lens, and it's got a tiny mark on it. And it looks like there's a fly there all the time, so it's a bit of a shame. You can get a waterproof case for it, but then it does affect the quality. So you could do with almost unscrewable lens caps, so you can just take them off and replace them. That would be good. Basically, with the Insta360, you write off the lens casing, not even the lens, just the glass casing. That's it. They don't service them as far as I'm aware. So yeah, we got the harness and we got the Insta360. We did one clip with it. We could do more, but keeping it on him is quite difficult. So he's got a very long stride. So you can clamp it down quite tight when you get him to stand, fit the 360 to it, but because he stretches out when he's sprinting, it actually releases the harness a bit and it slips. And you can't put it too tight. So GoPro would be a bad idea, but Insta360 on Bruce, we find it has flow stabilization. It does, and if we could get the same problem with it slipping, if we can get it at the Hero 7 to stay on Bruce, it would be quite good as well.
And that has got really good stabilization. That works quite well. So I definitely recommend it. If you're looking at 2 cameras, then the Insta360, spot on with the selfie stick, so the invisible stick as they call it, and also the Hero 7. It's really, really good. Snow, Tutec did. So good ride in snow if we had some snow. There's a V8 video we've got up. Me on an InMotion V8 riding through the snow. Well, trying to. The snow is about this thick. So, yeah, massively thick. But so for filming, Hero 7s, Insta360, they seem to be the go-to at the moment. If you want to film it on yourself or on the wheel, that's definitely the way to do it. The 360, I'm not actually sure that's waterproof because they got the new one out, haven't they? As well. I could try and get their premium one, which is like an orb, and then put it on a backpack like they do and shove it on your back, and then you'd have amazing 8K footage, which would be an interesting one. Let's have a quick look here. Just make sure I'm not missing anyone out on Facebook. I haven't checked that for ages. Someone's laughing. Douglas is laughing at Crocs. Wearing Crocs whilst riding is probably quite dangerous. Anyone doing EUC meets got to represent the UK. America dominating the EUC trend at the moment. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just more vocal about it. Let's have another look. I've got a message here for... Let's have a look. So I think the EUC meet... I need to find the date now. 9th of December. That's a bit of an early heads up for some of you guys. So the meeting place has not been confirmed, of course. Where we're riding has not been confirmed. But the date, if you want to do a ride out, is the 9th of December. So 9th of December, Speedy Feet meet. But you need to remember that it is 9th of December now. You need to remember that it's winter madness. So it will be a course which is likely to wreck you and your wheel. So anyone thinking of doing the 9th of December and travelling all the way down to wherever it may be, just go prepared that you might have a damaged wheel or yourself or whatever. It's a possibility. It's going to be quite a tough course. And so, yeah. V8 ready. Coming 9th December, I'm coming. V8's ready. Yeah. So that's what it'll be. It will be a tough course, and it's going to be, hopefully, it'll be really bad weather. I'm hoping. And then it could be really tough. So if it's sunny, it's going to kind of ruin it. So it's supposed to be a bit of a laugh, really. Bit of a make you sweat a bit and push around the course. Now, it's called a Speedy Feet meet, but yeah, it's actually, you're free to come and attend, basically. The way it works is usually me and John are going for a ride out, and if you want to join, brilliant. It's not an officially organised event, it's just, there's the date. Turn up if you want. But it will be quite difficult. If you look on, let me try and find it for you. You can see our previous meets. The last one we had was absolutely tipping it down. It was atrocious weather. It cleared up towards the end of the day, but we usually do a bit of a ride around, and then we have a cup of coffee at a place to stop, or a bit of food or something, and then go on riding off again. So let me try and find this for you. It's always a good couple of ride out videos. So we've done 2. That's all we've done. So let's have a look. So no meets, Aubrey, car we used to do, and it's been a while in the official London Cycle Club Facebook. We'll do soon, hopefully. What area do you think the ride will be? Londonish? Never going to be London. It's always going to be local to Speedy Feet HQ, because I don't want to travel because I'm lazy. So in terms of our ride out, yeah, won't be London. It will be Forest of Dean, if you can get down that way. So that's where it will be. We've got huge amounts of trails, which make it really difficult. Especially in the upper Midwest, 26 degrees, -4C. We have meets in Georgia. Where are you from? Are you saying I should not ride the Z10 in -4? You can ride it in -4. It shouldn't. I don't think it should be. Check the manual. I'm not sure what these go down to, but as long as you're starting out at room temperature, the whole machine warms up, so it won't be running at -4. But you might find the tyres' grips significantly reduced in that. So I'm going to meet up with Non-Stop Neil over Christmas, maybe hit Hyde Park. Andy, you need to come down to the Forest of Dean, get hitting the trails, and bring your drones. Definitely. Bring your drones and do it. EUC is faster than Usain Bolt and out distances Mo Farah, all without breaking a sweat. It does. I always arrive everywhere and I'm not even sweating. I'm just arrive. I'm looking at people that have run or cycled and thinking, what's your problem? Done the same distance as you. I'm fine. Doesn't go down that well usually. So Minnesota, cold up there, bundle up. Right, back to work. Take care, guys. Thanks, Ronnie. It'd be interesting to see what the issue is with your light intermittent thing. I'm just wondering if it's just a switch. It might be just a power switch. Something real simple. So have a good one, Ron, anyway. Any chance the EUC's makers will make a specific motor? I realise they're reusing the same size motor for the larger wheels, 18-inch and 22-inch. They just have spokes for the same motor. That's exactly right. Yeah, so they seem to push those. I'm not sure about the windings. So don't know about that. Pacific motor, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure the harm in doing that. I don't think it's going to make much odds. If it's a well tested, tried and tested motor, then go with it. I would suggest. You know, why change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That sort of mentality. Thanks. See you on 9th December on the P2. Brilliant. I'd love to see you do that on the P2. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it? And Douglas, if you're going to come down for the ride out, you could do. You could try the P2 whilst you're there, if you wanted to. How about that? That would be sweet in for the ride, yeah. Drones would be good, I must admit. Especially if you can fly and ride at the same time. Do that. I mean, I found, so you can't really see, I don't think. No, it's not really going to help. What Eddie's talking about is these spokes on here, the inner part of the motor being the same. It's just that it's got spokes on the outside to make a larger wheel. But with these motors, what I want to see really is like a 4,000, 5,000 watt motor. And so everything's beefed up to the max that a mere human could not trip it, blow the machine. You know, so safe that, yeah. I mean, most of the problems with blowing boards, which I keep telling people that, is those issues are fading away now. It used to be board every time. So much so it got boring. But the thing with that now is everything's so beefed up and so powerful that people aren't overpowering their wheels. You know, things with 2,000 watt motors, 12 MOSFETs, upgraded motor cables and all this, and it's ridiculously difficult now to blow these sorts of things unless you're doing something completely crazy. So yeah, it's unlikely. What I'd actually like to see is more tyre options, so specifically bespoke tyres for the 16-inch, 18-inch, 22-inch, where you've got this variety. Now some of these wheels can't take off-road tyres, but it'd be great if they could retreat the tread in to the tyre depth, so you could have a knobbly for winter. So if you're on a V8, because there's hardly any room in that V8 to actually fit a knobblies outwards, it rubs the casing. If you could actually have a tyre that you could fit on that was more aggressive tread, that would be good. So yeah. I'm working on flying and riding. Video to follow. Come on, for next week, send the viewers video and I want to see it, Andy. Come on, send it in. Or melts the fuse out. The fuse out the board. Yeah, correct, yeah, so we've had it where we've seen that on the KS18L. Fuse are gone, but burnt out half the board. Have we got it here, I wonder? I could disappear for a second and I'll try and show you. It might actually help. If I can't find it, I'll come straight back. But I'm going to disappear for a few seconds. So talk among yourselves. So organised here at Speedy Feet. We keep all our damaged products, warranty replacement parts, in bags. Gonna be super noisy now. In bags and labelled up. Oh, it stinks of burning. Right, who wants to see this burny board? Now it has to be said, this is after a crash it happened, so it's not strictly speaking just a failure which just sort of happened out of the blue. Said wheel was crashed, but yeah, so the fuse, I'm gonna get filthy here now as well. The fuse, and I'll try and show you this if I can, is in that area there. So it's there. It's going to be out of focus, isn't it? That's the problem. So it won't focus. But you can see that should actually look nice and clean.
the whole board. Should look nice and clean, but it's completely burnt out. So where the burning of the fuse was, it's completely covered the it's covered the whole board in a black residue. And typically what happens when I've seen that before, it's the capacitors that blow out. They go poof and they go poof and put black chard all over it. But to be fair, if you clean that down, it would come up sparkling again. It's just the fact that it's burnt that, and what it did is it burnt the as you can see here, that should actually be connected. Yeah, and it ain't, so it's burnt out. So the fuse went and it actually set fire to itself, the fuse casing, and then it burnt round into the board. So yeah, it burnt off a big chunk of this corner here, basically. So that's when a fuse went. So the fuse is there to stop really any failures of the MOSFETs, but then of course there's got to be somewhere it gives out in certain instances. So I'm going to put that away before I get absolutely covered in black stuff. But yeah, I've only ever really seen that much damage when a capacitor blows out. But yeah, I suppose that's what happens when a fuse sits in place. It blows a fuse, but also overheats and sets fire to the fuse casing, and the fuse itself catches fire. Noisy. So you've seen what that looks like now. For anyone interested, don't know if you are interested, but yeah. So basically, fuse is supposed to go pop, and that's it. The board, the board would just shut off, be safe and protected by that fuse, and then you'd obviously have a cut off. If that actually happens, say this was from a crash, so it lay on the floor and it basically caught fire. So let's have a look. Sorry, I'm going to miss some of the things. So oh, they go back up top. Sorry, I missed loads of these. Let's have a quick look. I've missed loads of comments, so I'm just going to go back through it whilst I was showing that board. Larger wheels, yes, awesome. Lol, Andy Drew, FPV, it's hard when you finally get it. Then all it takes is turning a little bit and the whole footage goes out the window. I got a few on my channel I filmed. So that's Neon, he's talking about flying a drone and filming yourself, which I did finally master. But then we switched to the Skydio R1. So we don't even have to worry about that anymore. You just launch the drone and literally launch it. You can control it on your Apple Watch. So you launch the Skydio R1, you have the app running, you say what you want it to do. So you've got a load of flying modes. You can say what I'd like it to follow me, lead, follow me quarter off to the right, to loop round me, side follow. You've got all those modes. You just basically launch it, hand launch it, off it goes. You can launch from the ground if you want, put that phone in your pocket, and then with the Apple Watch you can say, I don't know if I've got it here actually. Will it work? I don't think it will when it's not connected, but I've got the app here. Yeah, it says disconnected, connect your iPhone. But you launch the app and then you can change the modes just from your watch. So you go along, go clap, done. Amazing drone, absolutely amazing. Obviously quite expensive, but from that point of view, don't need to do anything. It's completely controller free. It just flies, and it flies for 15 minutes-ish. So we've got three batteries, and the batteries ain't cheap either. So it does add up, but in terms from us, from a filming point of view, for doing all these video reviews, man oh man, just got a backpack, take it out, fly, off it goes, follows 10 minutes, put it back in the backpack, carry on going, get to another ice area, film again. Absolutely brilliant. So the follow me modes on the DJI stuff are just a toy in comparison to the Skydio R1. I mean, worlds apart, nothing even remotely like each other. And I've had Phantom Pro, the Mavic, I've still got a Spark. Yeah, and I did order the Mavic 2, but I sent it back because we got the Skydio R1, so I never even opened it. I saw some people having issues with the follow me modes, and it wasn't that good still. And I thought, oh man, I was hoping it's going to be brilliant. Because their video footage is a lot better than the Skydio R1. Skydio R1's more GoPro-ish to a degree. It's got a Sony sensor in it, and it isn't as good as them. But in terms of the follow, it hardly ever crashes. It's crashed once recently. So yeah. So I don't need to worry about flying and riding at the same time. On the tyres, if they can do tubeless, airless tyres, that they have for the military use, that would be great. No more flats, correct. Having flat tyres is a big pain. Use slime if you can. The pressurised slime, ideally. So you just pump it back up again. Yeah, so your dead board. I think that's yours. I think. Does it say on it? It does. Yes, it does. It is yours, yeah.
Alvis left the building. Lol, drones, are you guys using the follow me? What's up today? Crash at 5 miles per hour. I do manual. Don't follow me more before and it crashed the tree. Yeah, so you'll find that with DJI stuff. Follow me is, yeah, there's certain, so when you think the follow me thing and the marketing material, you think it'd be brilliant. As soon as you actually enter into saying, well, this wheel does 20 miles an hour, follow me at 20 miles an hour through woodland, which isn't that crowded woodland, but fairly crowded, it's just no chance at all. Andy's got goggles on. Yeah, don't try and follow yourself with your own goggles on whilst riding an electric unicycle, unless somehow you can see through those goggles. You can have a serious accident almost immediately. So that board could be saved. Probably could be, yeah, with a load of electrical engineering knowledge, but no. So we stack them in a bag and replace them. That's as easy as that. Saves any problems then. But we've got a box of probably, I don't know how many boards we got. We've got E+ boards, we've got boards from every wheel. Every manufacturer has failing boards. It's just the way it is, unfortunately, at the moment. It's getting better though. Definitely getting better. The trend is upwards. So we get hardly any board failures now at all. It's very rare. Yeah, so man oh man, it's probably getting on for a year since we've had any MOSFET failures. And it used to be quite regular. Let me tell you that. That was the top mounting on it. Yeah, so that was basically the fuse mounting. Yeah, thanks, dude. Well, we should have the new Tesla in, but I'll have a quick look at that. Will that take me away? Good, it will. Because we had some delivered a couple of weeks ago, so I don't think they're... I'll load that page and I'll let you know. I'll have to try and look into that. It's not loading for some reason. Manual drone flying. Well, let me know how you get on. Get a shot bottom up out of the corner. Ever 1 meter down, filling. Not sure what that is. Flying up. Even 1 meter down, flying up. Not sure. Drone Sky DNY. What was the name again? Skydio. So Skydio R1. SKYDIO. That drone though is a warning, is not cheap, is expensive. It's very expensive, and if you're in the UK or anywhere outside the United States and Canada, they won't ship to you. So we've got suppliers in the US to which we shipped it to and then pay to have it shipped from them to us. So the ticket price on there, we had to add another $200 on top of that price, and then we had to pay about $200 to get it to ship from there to us. So yeah, from that point of view, it made it even more expensive than the ticket price. But what does the future hold for new 16-inch wheels? Any rumours of new releases? Well, I haven't seen anything at all, and no one's really said anything to me about it. So at this moment, someone's subscribed. So yeah, not heard anything at the moment. I use my drone in cameraman mode, and I choose the angle view. You can be flashed by a speed camera on a Z10 or any 30+ mile. Yeah, you certainly could do. Please don't do that. We don't want them banned, ideally. I have a road while holding the drone in front of me using the camera to see where I'm going. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so you're trying to fly with goggles on. You're trying to fly with goggles on. That's interesting. I would love to see a video of that. Flying with... Wow, how are you doing that? How are you doing that without being able to see? Andrew FPV, I do live there, mate. Could meet up for a ride if we're local. See, this is where people meet. That's why we do this show. See, so now you two guys have met. You can meet up and you can both do some drone flying and get some great shots. How about that? And then you can send your videos in. Neon, I'm surprised you haven't sent a video into viewers' videos. Come on, do it. Do it. You can do it. Mind you said it's broken, didn't you? Or you're broken. One of the two. Let's have a go back out. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anyone. Drone with the Skydio R1. Is it able to fly low, like below 5 meters in front of you? So it can fly. So you can zoom in. So you pinch to zoom, and it tells it how close you want it to be, and you can fly it below 5 meters in front of you. So you actually, presumably, you mean it's 5 meters away rather than below me 5 meters. So 5 meters away, yeah, should be able to, yeah, 5 meters, yeah. You can fly pretty close, so I think, it's hard to tell. I have to measure it, but it's pretty close. It can fly automated closer than the DJI can on follow mode.
So that the DJI requires you to pull back quite a bit and go quite high, which is something you don't see in the marketing material really. It looks like you're going to get these amazing shots of you riding a wheel, and to date we've never been able to have a drone that could. Partly because of the environment we're riding in, which is the forest, where it can't cope with all this other stuff. Whereas the Skydio R1, their remit is specifically, and it's not necessarily on the camera, because their role is to make a drone which is automated and doesn't crash. So that's their design remit. Underneath that is obviously filming that experience at the same time, but their priority is automation. And so it is one button. So it's one button to launch, and as long as the app's on, you connect to it, and then it goes, it flies off, and you just say, follow me in that mode, done. And so you control the rest with that. So from that point of view, anyone in the Barnet area, sweet, send me a private message, mate, and we can do a meetup. So that's good. So 2 people are connected there. That's absolutely. But we've only got 2 minutes left of this show, so keep that in mind. If you want to ask me any questions, you can do. When you get the price, what the retail piece, Sean, we've got them up already because they are inbound. They're already on their way to us. We've got them up on pre-order. Oh no, I'll try and find it. Oh, I've typed in the wrong address. That's why it's not coming up. Speed Feet. That's not the site. Should know the site, shouldn't I? Speedyfeet.co.uk. Let's have another look. Oh, it's going to slow down the live stream, isn't it? Is it loading? Yes, it is. Go to unicycles. I'm doing this for you. I'm getting there, Sean. Yes, Neon's going to send a video in. Make it good. Make it droney and, I don't know, something else. Make it creative. I can't actually get this link to come up. It's on our site anyway. The XL's on our site. Can I get to log in? There we go. Right, I think. Find the link. No, oh no, I pressed the wrong one. I pressed the wrong one. Got it now. So it says pre-order 4 to 5 weeks, but I think that's unlikely to be 4 to 5 weeks. Boom, there it is, Sean. I've put it in there. There we go, Sean. I've just linked it up there for you, and that should be there. So yeah, right. So we have come to the end of the show. Hi Stephen, I haven't seen you commenting in there. Have you just come in? If you have, you just come in at the end. I'm ready to cut it off. I'll leave it on for another minute. So if you send your viewers videos in, that would be absolutely brilliant. Neon's going to send one in. Send your viewers videos in, and don't forget to vote on this week's that we showed with the numbers on there. So write on there, they've been written on there. Write the number down in the comments on this one, and also in the comments when it finishes. Get your votes in, and then the top 3 will be played next week, and then it's to win a electric unicycle stand, which has disappeared. I would show you it, but it's gone. But don't forget also, I've also mentioned the Speedy Feet meet. The Winter Madness meet is 9th of December. More will be announced at the time, exactly where we're going to meet. So if you want to wreck your wheel and you want to wreck yourself, well, that's the ride to come to. And we'll post it on our Instagram, which you can subscribe to and follow. Instagram and our Facebook page, so join up. But that is, guys, send your videos in and keep you posted. But thank you very much for all joining in, and I will see you next